The Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC, is a vast country in Central Africa. It holds immense mineral wealth. However, it faces a significant geographical challenge. The DRC is largely landlocked. It has only a short 37-kilometer coastline along the Atlantic Ocean. This limited access to the sea poses a significant obstacle to the DRC's economic development. The DRC relies heavily on its neighbors for access to international maritime trade. The DRC's limited sea access restricts its ability to export its natural resources. It also hinders the import of essential goods. This situation necessitates finding alternative routes for maritime trade. The DRC needs reliable and efficient access to the sea for its continued growth and prosperity. The Port of Matadi stands as the DRC's primary gateway to the Atlantic Ocean. This port is not just a crucial infrastructure for the Democratic Republic of Congo, but it also serves as a lifeline for the country's economy. Situated on the Congo River, approximately 150 kilometers inland from the coast, it is uniquely positioned to facilitate trade. The Congo River, one of the longest rivers in the world, provides a natural route for transporting goods. Matadi serves as the country's main port. It is a bustling hub where goods from around the world are imported and exported, playing a pivotal role in the nation's trade network. It handles a substantial portion of the DRC's international trade. From minerals to agricultural products, a wide variety of goods pass through this port, making it indispensable for the country's economic activities. The port's strategic location allows for the transportation of goods between the Atlantic Ocean and the country's interior. This connectivity is vital for the movement of essential commodities and resources. Despite its importance, Matadi faces limitations. The port's infrastructure is not as developed as other major ports around the world, which can lead to congestion and delays. The Congo River, though mighty, presents navigational challenges. Its winding path and varying depths make it difficult for larger vessels to navigate safely. The river's shallow waters, particularly in the section leading up to Matadi, restrict the size of vessels that can access the port. This limitation means that only smaller ships can make the journey, which impacts the volume of trade. This constraint makes it difficult for large container ships, which are crucial for efficient global trade, to reach Matadi. As a result, the port must rely on smaller vessels, which can be less efficient and more costly for transporting goods. The shallow waters of the Congo River leading to Matadi create significant challenges. Large container ships, which are the backbone of modern maritime trade, face difficulties navigating the river. These ships have a deep draft, meaning they require a certain depth of water to float freely. The Congo River's shallowness restricts the size of vessels that can reach Matadi. This limitation necessitates the use of smaller vessels or the transshipment of cargo. Transshipment involves transferring goods from larger vessels to smaller ones at a different port. This process adds time and cost to the DRC's import and export operations. The shallow waters of the Congo River pose a persistent obstacle to the efficient movement of goods through Matadi. Recognizing the limitations of its own port infrastructure, the DRC has turned to its southern neighbor, Angola, for alternative maritime access. Angola boasts a more extensive coastline and deeper ports. These ports offer a viable alternative for handling the DRC's import and export needs. The partnership between the two countries has provided the DRC with a crucial lifeline for its international trade. Angola's ports, particularly Luanda and Lobito, have become essential hubs for the DRC's maritime trade. Luanda, the capital city of Angola, boasts a modern and well-equipped port that can accommodate large container ships. This capacity makes Luanda an attractive option for shipping goods to and from the DRC. Section 5, Luanda, handling the bulk of DRC's cargo. Luanda has emerged as a critical transshipment point for the DRC's cargo. The port's strategic location on the Atlantic coast of Angola makes it an ideal hub for international trade. With its deep-water harbor, Luanda can accommodate some of the largest container ships in the world, ensuring that goods from across the globe can be efficiently routed through this bustling port. Goods destined for the DRC are often shipped to Luanda on larger vessels. These ships carry a wide variety of cargo, ranging from raw materials and industrial equipment to consumer goods and food products. The efficient handling of these goods is crucial for the economic stability and growth of the DRC. They are then transferred to smaller ships or other modes of transport for onward delivery to the DRC. This multimodal transport system includes not only smaller ships but also trucks and trains, which play a vital role in ensuring that goods reach their final destinations within the DRC. The seamless transfer of cargo between different modes of transport is a testament to the efficiency and organization of the Port of Luanda. This arrangement allows the DRC to overcome the limitations of its own port infrastructure and access global shipping routes more efficiently. The DRC's own ports are often unable to handle the large volumes of cargo that are necessary for its trade, making Luanda an essential partner in its economic activities. The Port of Luanda's capacity to handle large volumes of cargo, its modern facilities, and its proximity to the DRC have made it an indispensable partner for the DRC's trade. The port is equipped with state-of-the-art cranes, storage facilities and logistics systems that ensure the smooth handling of cargo. Its proximity to the DRC means that goods can be transported quickly and efficiently, reducing transit times and costs. The presence of well-established logistics and transportation networks connecting Luanda to the DRC further strengthens its position as a key maritime gateway for the landlocked nation. These networks include not only maritime routes but also extensive rail and road connections that facilitate the movement of goods across borders. The integration of these different transport modes ensures that the DRC can maintain a steady flow of imports and exports, which is vital for its economic development. Section 6. The Lobito Corridor, reviving a historic trade route. In addition to Luanda, the DRC is also looking to leverage the potential of the Lobito Corridor. This historic trade route connects the Atlantic coast of Angola to the copper-rich Katanga province in southeastern DRC. The corridor, once a bustling artery for trade, fell into disrepair due to years of conflict and neglect. However, recent years have seen a renewed focus on revitalizing the Lobito Corridor. Investments in railway infrastructure and port facilities aim to restore the corridor's former glory. The Lobito Corridor offers a potentially shorter and more cost-effective route for transporting goods between the DRC's copper belt and international markets. Section 7. Strengthening ties. Bilateral agreements between DRC and Angola. The DRC and Angola have strengthened their bilateral relations through various agreements to facilitate trade and transportation. These agreements cover a range of areas, including customs cooperation, border control, and infrastructure development. The aim is to streamline the movement of goods and people between the two countries. One notable example is the agreement allowing the DRC to use the Port of Lobito for its exports. This agreement grants the DRC preferential access to the port and facilitates the transportation of goods from the DRC's interior to the Angolan coast. These agreements reflect the growing economic ties between the two nations. Section 8. Regional alternatives, comparing Luanda with Dar es Salaam, Mombasa, and Durban. While Angola's ports have become increasingly important for the DRC's trade, other regional ports also serve as potential alternatives. Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, Mombasa in Kenya, and Durban in South Africa are major ports in East and Southern Africa. They offer access to international shipping routes. However, these ports are located farther from the DRC's main economic centers compared to Angola's ports. This distance translates to higher transportation costs and longer transit times. As a result, Angola's ports, particularly Luanda, remain the most practical and cost-effective option for the DRC's maritime trade. Section 9. A mutually beneficial partnership, Angola, as DRC's maritime gateway. Angola's role as the DRC's maritime gateway brings mutual economic benefits. This strategic partnership has opened up new avenues for trade and commerce, fostering a robust economic relationship between the two nations. By leveraging Angola's well-developed port infrastructure, the DRC can efficiently export its rich natural resources and import essential goods, thereby boosting its economic growth. For the DRC, access to Angola's ports provides a lifeline for its international trade. The DRC, being a landlocked country, faces significant challenges in accessing global markets. However, through this partnership, it can bypass these geographical constraints and engage more actively in international trade. It allows the DRC to overcome its geographical limitations and participate more fully in the global economy. This access not only facilitates the movement of goods but also attracts foreign investment, which is crucial for the country's development. The improved trade routes have made it easier for businesses in the DRC to reach new markets and expand their operations. The partnership has facilitated the export of the DRC's vast natural resources and the import of essential goods. Minerals, agricultural products, and other commodities can now be transported more efficiently, reducing costs and increasing profitability for DRC businesses. This has had a positive impact on the country's economy, creating jobs and improving living standards. For Angola, the partnership has brought increased revenue from port fees, transportation services, and trade. The influx of goods and services has stimulated the local economy, leading to the development of new businesses and industries. Angola's ports have become bustling hubs of activity, contributing significantly to the nation's GDP. The development of infrastructure and logistics networks connecting the two countries has also created employment opportunities and stimulated economic activity in both nations. New roads, railways, and logistics centers have been built, enhancing connectivity and making transportation more efficient. This infrastructure development has not only benefited trade, but also improved the quality of life for people in both countries. The DRC and Angola's collaboration in the realm of maritime trade exemplifies a mutually beneficial partnership that is contributing to the economic growth and development of both countries. This partnership serves as a model for other nations, demonstrating how strategic cooperation can lead to shared prosperity and sustainable development. By working together, the DRC and Angola are paving the way for a brighter economic future.